everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Mandy here for Mandy's Art, and I want to welcome all the new subscribers to the channel and other viewers back. In today's video we're going to do a little bit that's going to be a little bit different besides adult coloring. This is more for my drawing side. I have wanted to share with you some adaptive drawing tools for people that are disabled that could help make your process a little bit easier when you're creating your art. Most of you know that I am disabled, and so I thought that I haven't seen a lot of these kind of videos about different tools to still be able to create art when you're disabled. So my first thing here I picked up was this Westcott, get the light down here a little bit more, ruler. And the neat thing about this ruler, come in a little bit so you can see, is it's got a handle on it. I'm going to take this off, kind of like an unboxing, just bear with me guys. So oh, there's a little tape on here too. So, show you here. So, as you know, a traditional ruler lays pretty flat to the paper, and which I have one here. And this one has a little raised handle on top so that you can grip it. For me, when I draw, I use a flat ruler most of the time to create that edge, but when I remove my ruler, half of the time my line isn't 100% straight because I can slide it really easy off of the paper when I am trying to make a line. So when I saw this, I'm like, well, that's cool. Maybe holding it up off will help me keep the line straighter, and then it's less easier for my hand to just slide it away. So that is my first tool. My second tool I got here, I haven't unboxed this completely, but we will open them. Sorry for the noise. So these are they come in a 3 set. These are circle templates. I know a lot of people struggle with drawing circles, and these come in lots of different sizes. This particular is, because it came from either Japan or China, everything's in centimeters, but they're this nice hard plastic. These are that you can use if you don't have a compass, or it's hard for you to hold a compass to get your circle right, or you can't draw it freehand. This is a good alternative. So it comes with 3 templates in here. So this one is just more of a smaller diameter of circles here that you can use, and again it's still in centimeters, which is totally fine. So, but it's nice and hard. Most stencils are flimsy, and this is hard, so it would be a lot easier. And they're bright green. And it also came with this one is ovals or ellipses. Some people have a hard time drawing ellipses when you are drawing and rendering 3D. These are also good if you want to stand it up and create the egg shape that's required in some of the drawings, and it's got multiple sizes. So, and hard plastic. I also, for other measuring devices that help make drawing a little bit easier and adaptive, I have a few triangles. This is a square triangle and this is a right angle triangle. I help to get the angles right when I'm drawing 3D. I also use French curves if I'm trying to get a curve correct, as another tool to help. And they come in this big set because sometimes it's hard to duplicate the curve on the second side, and if you have line orientation issues like me, it is really hard to get it to look symmetrical and stuff. So that is that. I also, hang on just a quick second, I didn't have it pulled out, but I'm going to pull it out anyway. Have a protractor and compass too. Now you may think, well, how is this adaptive? Well, some people struggle with being able to draw from sight, and these would help, you know, be able to render an object better and trying to put it all in 3D perspective. So I'll unbox this too and take a look at everything. So obviously we use these a lot in math and geometry in school, and the nice thing about it, it is also color instead of that clear. So if someone has eye strain or has trouble reading things, it's easier to read. And then obviously a compass to draw better circles. Honestly, when I'm watching drawing videos, I don't really see many artists using all of these tools unless you're drafting or something. So, but these are really good to have in your studio and in your arsenal. Another thing I use, this isn't really adaptive, but it's my figure model to help me get the proportions right of a human body. Now this particular figure model is more for an adult size person and all the different shapes. So I can basically, if I stand it up, I can get different views like this. I can create poses, you know, arms a different way, and to see how my shapes would be about my hands if I wanted to, you know, have the person like this, and then I can stand up in front of me and draw from it. So this is another helpful tool that I use to help me get my proportions correctly. So moving on to the next tool. So another thing to help to keep grease and things off of my drawings, and also is these really nice large artist gloves. And they have the compression, you know, they're really thin of a texture, easy to put on. I'll show you kind of how and it could also help if you have some hand issues and things like that, because it's a glove. And I got the extra large size. So we tend to carry a lot of oil and grease on our hands from product, just germs, and this is to help keep from smudging on your drawing and what you're working with. You can also use this in adult coloring, which I thought was kind of great, to be able to keep your pages a little bit more clean when you're working on them with colored pencil, because a lot of colored pencils gets really dusty and stuff. So, and So I wanted to give this a shot. I picked these up off of Amazon. They came 2 in a pack, and I got the large size because my hand's a little bit larger, and my hope is that because this is like a spandex, it will make, you know, some easier compression on my hand when I'm working long hours. It will keep everything clean. So that is my artist glove. The next thing, sure, my studio buddy's hair. I have these color overlay transparent sheets. These are typically used for kids that have dyslexia, which I have dyslexia, but it also can be used to lessen your eye strain. When you're looking at a reference photo, it can help you block out details so you can get things. It can help you be able to read better. And it comes in a variety of different colors. Obviously, there's yellow, there's orange. So, and it's really, honestly, what your preference is and what you respond to. Blue, green, and then I have light pink. And you can get these in a little pack for like 6 sheets. I have been reading this book called Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain, and it talks about using these color overlay sheets when you are drawing your self-portrait. But I'm like, well, that would make sense with just regular reference photos, just besides that, to help block out, you know, to be able to see things, because my eyes get distracted when I'm drawing about all the details. My brain gets distracted. I'm like, well, I don't think I can do this. I don't know if I can put this in here. I tend to overcomplicate my drawings. So I am looking forward to using this and creating some videos how I use these materials for the drawing piece of the channel, and hopefully doing some drawing tutorials and things like that stuff. So color overlay sheets. The next thing, this is a pretty big item. It comes in 2 pieces. This is called a slant port. Now, a slant port is typically used with toddlers and preschool kids, autistic kids, and also for people who have what's called line orientation issues. Line orientation issues deals a lot with your handwriting, sensory, motor dexterity, and things like that. And I was doing some research about how do I overcome some of that, because you can see it in my artwork that I have issues with proportion and lines. So like I said, I went searching and learning a little bit about line orientation, and this came up. So it has 2 pieces. So this holds it, which goes in here. You might not be able to see the whole thing of the board. So it puts the board, try to go out as much as I can, up to 20 degrees off of the table, so when you're writing, you can write more in a straight line and do more, you know, teach yourself the muscle memory to keeping your hand correctly. You can also work with your protractor and ruler to create your lines. So let's see here. I'll pull a sketchbook here, and it does have a little lip on the bottom. I'm actually going to be using this in adult coloring. So I am going to show you how I draw a straight line without the slant port first. So I'm going to move it to the side So I'm flat here. And let's see here. What's handy? Color pencil. So I typically hold my pencil up here, but when I am drawing a straight line, you can see here, I'll bring it down. I have all this jagged stuff. It's not straight, it's all over the place, and when I draw a right angle here, it's the same thing. Everything's jagged, nothing, you know, really matches up. And if I were to, let's say, draw the angle a little bit off, you can see, crazy. So, bring back the slant board. And let's use our new ruler. So, I got it. I'm holding it with my non-dominant hand. It's not moving. I'm not sliding. Voila. I went from this being all shaky and not being able to this. I mean, that's amazing. So let's do our angle again. So get our new ruler out. We're gonna put a dot here, and I'm gonna line this up, and I would just have a small sketchbook, so bear with me. Look at that. So much better than this. So if I were to get a correct measurement of a right angle, which is 90 degrees, the sketchbook is small. You typically would want to do it. So I put my pencil here, and I'd find 90 degrees. There, I've got 90 degrees. Now, if I wanted to make it down to a 60-degree angle, oops, see, look, I didn't go too hot because it was there. But I can bring this ruler back here, and I can clean this line up. Well, I curved it down there. So let's measure it. Let's see if this is correct. So put it there. 60-degree angle. A lot better. Versus coming over here without, and it's got a stable, and it's up 20 degrees. Let's see. Wrong side. So, wrong way. That's even off a little bit. But take this from that edge and clean that line up. What do we got? We got a more straight line. So with just having these simple tools can help you improve. And as you keep practicing this stuff, which I'm going to be doing exercises on the channel and videos of me practicing just my lines, my triangles, my shapes and stuff, and I'll be showing you more and more about how these tools can be more effective, which I won't be doing it in a small sketchbook. I will actually have a larger piece of paper on the Slant Port and work through that. I mean, just having a few tools, you can see the improvements of what I actually draw without those aids with my disability. And there's no shame in this. You know, just because we're born different doesn't mean that you can't do something with tools and special helps and aids, and never to hold yourself back. That's why I started learning more about how my brain works and functions by reading the book Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain, trying to activate other areas of the brain that, you know, could be injured to help my brain grow and relearn new things. So I'm excited about all of this, and I hope you are too, and I hope you find this informational and things you may not have never known that could help. I mean, even using a slant board can help make swatching better. I'm just gonna show you how it has made things better for me. So if you can tell here on my swatches, I start pretty good in a straight line, but as you go down, they start spacing out. They kind of look slanted, like down here. I'm not lining them up right because of that line orientation issue. But you go over here, this whole page was done with me working on the slant board. You can see as I'm getting comfortable with it, they're starting to get more even throughout the swatching. They get more straight, more universal, and it's just cool to see just that improvement in using this board. I mean, I wish I would have found this tool when I first started in 2017, when working with my art teacher at the time at a local gallery. He kind of got frustrated with me because I overcomplicated things and details, and nothing seemed to turn out right, and I was kind of a hard student to teach, and then I gave up. So I'm going to show you some other examples of how wonky my swatching is because of those issues. Everything starts kind of, I had to pull this out a little bit, sorry guys, I had you in too far. You know, nothing lines up straight, everything's kind of off that way. Same thing, and I get frustrated when I can't do stuff, you know, like someone that's not disabled. Who doesn't? So I have to really work hard. This is my old swatch book. I'm trying to downsize it. Work hard at improving, wanting to take the time to practice, and everything. So, but, why am I even saying but? I'm losing my train of thought, guys. Sorry. So, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to visiting and chatting and sharing some other new things with you in the next video. And just remember, be you, be kind to yourself, and always be willing to learn and grow and do new things and try new things out, because you'll be amazed that you may enjoy that. So, and I hope that you have a fabulous day, and I will catch you all on the next video. Bye!